Your boy West Coast, and we are live in the building, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? We live in the building, man. We here like we supposed to be. You feel me? Now I know we were supposed to be here at 10:30, but I'm gonna tell you this right now. My daughter, she had basketball practice this morning, and I had to get up. You know what I'm saying? And my daughter, I love her so much, but she think I'm like her. She think I just wake up in the morning with my keys already in my hand. I'm already dressed. She supposed to be at practice at 10. She gonna wake me up at 9:55 talking about, come on, daddy, let's go. What you mean?
They have a way of changing your whole plan, Doc.
What you mean? What's you mean? I ain't even went to the bathroom yet. She don't understand it. I gotta go to the bathroom before I can even drive.
You got to let some of that stuff go, Doc.
Yeah. Gotta get what they say, gotta get some of that evil out. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get some of that evil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real quick. I want to tell y'all something real quick. In 2024, we are switching. I'm switching the whole way I do business. I'm no longer going to be West Coast. I'm always going to be West Coast Cowboy, but we're going to a network now. You know what I'm saying? A network of content creators. You know what I'm saying? And in that network, I got guys like HTM. I got guys like The Big Time Show. I got guys like Landlord. We're building this network, right? And basically the way it works is this. In 2024, whenever the Big Time Show is live, you're going to get access. All you got to do is what? Click on West Coast's page. You feel me? Whenever the Big Time Show, whenever West Coast is live, same thing. Same thing with Henny DeMore. They have it now where we can actually create networks. So now you don't even have to watch West Coast's content in the morning, my show in the morning. If you want to watch that on the Big Time Show page, or if you want to watch that on HTM Sports page, guess what? All you got to do is click on it. You don't got to do nothing special. You ain't got to listen to me. I love y'all, but you ain't even got to come to my house. You ain't even got to come to my house.
Man, and that is outstanding. And big ups to a guy like West who has always shared, his platform. He's always been one to, when you're a legend in the game like he is, he's always been one to try to reach back and pull everybody up with him. And obviously, this is one way that what he's talking about would be able to, rise up a little bit more. And hey, I invite all of you guys come to my show. But my goodness, Henny and Landlord are incredible. Y'all know that by now. And hey, we're gonna just try to change the game up slowly but surely. Bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, because at the end of the day, man, it's all about what? It's all about feeding these kids, man. Jerry Jones fed his kids, put his whole family through the Dallas Cowboys. So why can't I? You feel me? Why can't I? You know what I'm saying? He put a couple chillings in universities off of these Cowboys. So why can't I?
He set up his whole family. He set up his whole family for a generation. All he got to do when he passed away, the keys to the Cowboys just go to another family member. Bottom line, they done.
No, you talking crazy now.
I hate it, but that's where
Jerry ain't never going. Jerry is like Walt Disney. We know.
You don't think he's gonna die, man? Good Lord,
man. What is you talking about? Jerry is going to freeze himself right before his day. He is going
to be like Captain America, man.
Listen to me. He is going to freeze himself. And in 100 years, whatever it is that Jerry Jones is dealing with, they're going to have it, and they're going to unthaw him. He going to come back. He going to build this super team. And guess what? What? He ain't going to pay nobody. They all going to leave.
Got that right.
They going to go to Mars astronauts.
Wait a minute, man. So you saying the man going to be like Captain America? They going to freeze him, Doc?
Man, listen to me. He might already be froze. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, Jerry Jones' neck, it's only so much skin can hang. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen it like that.
Boy, you crazy.
Jerry got some crazy stuff going on up in there right now, man.
Something different going on.
He got some crazy stuff. Steven up here looking older than Jerry. I'm like, what?
Wow.
But that's how you know Steven really in charge, though. You know what I'm saying? Because Steven really, it's like a president, man. You want to I'm a funny story. Go look at a president the day he get elected, and then go look at a picture of a president after 4 years. Go look at Obama the day he got elected. He up here looking like me. Yes, we can. You know what I'm saying? Go look at him after that 8 years. Tell me if he don't look like a light-skinned Jerry Jones.
Man,
pressure put it on you. That pressure put it on you, man.
Ain't Snow White in the hair now, Doc.
Bruh.
I mean, good Lord, son.
Yeah. Like, bruh, that is for sure one of the most, if not the most stressful job in the world. Like, you can literally see the physical change in a person after 4 years of being the president. Like, they're Snow White, like you said. It eats up the color in your hair. It's a job that eats up the color in your skin and in your hair.
Yeah, man. It's rough, man. No question about it.
But hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now: the Dallas Cowboys. Before I get in subjects, man, I need everybody to hit that share button right now. I need everybody to hit that share button, no matter where you are right now. Hit that share button. Hit it right now. Share the content. If you're on Facebook, I need you to hit that Facebook at the bottom right down there. I need you to hit and I'm gonna tell you, it actually tells me who's sharing at the bottom. I just be not saying it, but I'm gonna start putting people on blast, people who are sharing in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on Facebook, I need you on West Coast Cowboys Facebook, the Big Time Show Facebook, and Henny DeMore. We're all live on Facebook. I need all of you guys to hit that share book, that fair, just like Monty did, just like April did right now. Now, if you're on Twigger, my real Twiggers, you know what I'm saying? What's up with you? We got the Big Time Show live on there, and we got West Coast live on there also. I need you guys to hit that share button on Twitter as well. Share the content. And then, hey, then we got the big homie YouTube, man. We got the Big Time YouTube live. We got West Coast live, and we got HTM Sports live right now, all on YouTube, man. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you're watching on HTM right now, you're a real delusional, crazy ass, addicted ass Dallas Cowboy fan, because that dude ain't even live and y'all watching Cowboy content on his page. Yeah. That is fire, bro.
What's up, Henny family? Henny family, what's up, man?
And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. The liquor store is technically open. It's just automated. You know what I'm saying? This is the liquor store. You know that you be in the, you be in the mailbox, not the mailbox, you be in the airport and they got them little Amazon thing. You just walk in, scan your thing, grab your stuff, and walk out. That's the type of store you in right now. Now I told you,
and we didn't rob the liquor store either. It ain't two intruders in. We family. You understand?
Facts, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust all y'all. I told Henny I don't know about leaving the store wide open while I ain't here, but he said he know y'all. He said he know y'all. He said he trust y'all. Okay. So we gonna see, man.
We gonna see, man.
No 5-finger discount.
Jordan Thomas said he just shared on 6 different pages. Wes, he ain't lying, is he? No, Jordan Thomas did. He ain't lying. Bro, Thomas, man, you all right with me, man. You go ahead, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we go to the stores. I shout out to my boy Zoe. Hey, Zoe and Jordan. We go to the store later on. If you need a soda water, you need your pack of chips. You know what I'm saying? I got you, bro. Got you. Let me know where I got to send it at. You know what I'm saying? Real ass Cowboy fans right there. You know what I'm saying? Realize. What is that? That's a real ass Cowboy fan right there, man.
He got to be. He got to be.
Yeah, I'm talking about. But hey, let's go. Let's shout out some folks that's in here right now. Chris Fatman, hit that star button, hit that share button, hit that Cash App. We got the Cash Apps popping right there. If you send a Cash App, please put Cash App in the comment box so we can immediately stop what we're doing and show you some love. You feel me? Because sometimes I don't be paying attention to my phone. You know what I'm saying? So please, if you send Cash App during the show, please put Cash App in the comment box so I can show you love. You feel me? And that is a direct order from West Coast Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? Trantrina, man, what's up with you, man? Action Pal, what's up with you, Action? Me and Action we've been on. Life is good for me over here because me and Action been agreeing. I think for maybe the last 2 weeks we've been agreeing. We've been head on, spot on. Now I don't know if that's a good thing because there's been some boo happening over these last 2 weeks.
He ain't came at you heavy with. Come on,
I'm just saying, man. You know how that
they say action, so he ain't give you no action, did you?
He definitely about that action though. But you know how you be like, damn, you and that one person you always disagree with start agreeing all the time. You got to stop and look at him like, who is you?
Well, maybe he gonna give me some action then. I got a feeling he ain't gonna like what I got to say today.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Action Pal don't like it, just like my pastor, he gonna let you know. He gonna let you know.
I like it. I'm good for it.
Hey, he said Big Time Show like one of them old school cats you can't leave around your I didn't mean to put that on and listen to me, Miss Big Time Show. I did not mean to put that show on there. West Coast does not support the comment, so that's putting on the show. I know that.
Well, I hear you, man. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, but man, look, my days is over. My wife got me locked down, bro.
It's that dang
that white boss is getting.
Yeah, no, that's that fraternity you in. That's
Cowboy Alpha Side to the day I die. Find new pie, baby. All the way there, ain't no question about it.
And what is y'all colors too? Let them know y'all colors too.
Crimson and cream, the latest dream, my baby. There's no doubt about it, man.
And y'all wondering why you can't leave them around your cowboy.
I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't want to bring it up. We have a cowboy content. I wasn't gonna do fraternity stuff, but everybody, it's nationwide, baby. It's worldwide. Y'all know how Cowboys are.
You know what they say, man? They say, man, hey, man, when it's in you when it got to,
It got to come out, Doc.
it got to come out. It was bubbling out. It just bubbling out, baby. It was bubbling out. It just spilled everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I was dipped in it. I was dipped in it. I rolled out my mama said when I was a baby, I fell off the bed and I fell into it. You know what I'm saying?
Wes. I said, man, we got people here, man, from Maui, Hawaii. Good Lord, man, where are y'all people from, man? Where are y'all from, man? Y'all
put it in the comment box. Who is from the craziest place and don't make up none? I want to know where y'all at right now.
Yeah, where y'all from? I mean, we got Hawaii in the house. What is going on, man? I'm from Memphis, so I'm in Tennessee right now. Any Tennessee folks in here? That's what I need to know. Anybody from Tennessee? Fort Worth, Texas. All right.
Hey, real quick, is you from the good part of Fort Worth or the other side? I need to know, because if you from the other side, I know you over there, but I'm just gonna put my wallet up. That's all it.
Oh my goodness, we nationwide, man. We international right now, man. I'm saying
Mexico,
Indiana. I mean, Italy.
Hey, we in Barstow, California. Oh my mama, you ain't that far. What is you talking about? Inglewood? What? Hey, listen to me. On my mama, if you put California, your ass better put exactly where you at.
You don't need the address now. Come on.
No, I don't need the address, but I be up here doing shows and watching cowboy content by myself, and y'all right down the street. Come on, man. Don't be doing that to me, man. I be hurt.
North Carolina. What's going on?
Listen to me, OG. You didn't been on the show with 130 people before and felt alone. Yeah. You didn't know how it is in these streets. It get lonely.
Montana, there's a Cowboy fan in Montana. Joshua.
Hey, real
born right here from Memphis, Tennessee. That's my girl.
Hey, real quick, stop. I gotta put her up there, because that's just not. This is Cynthia.
I know who she is. I know what she doing.
Yeah.
You should have been in all caps. Miss Cynthia Bowen. That lady there ain't no joke, Doc. I know her. I'm a part of her group. She ain't hollering me in a while. Cynthia, we need to talk now. I don't know what's going on with you, but I need to find you. We right here next door to each other.
Facts. And I feel like you need to be like the official content something creator or something for them, because she do too many events. You do too much live content, and she be having too many players in Memphis, and you do too many live content. And I just feel like y'all need to.
Cynthia, I need you to be my sponsor. How about that? Let's go to work.
She do everything. Let me tell you this right now. She gonna drop her, because I ain't even gonna say it, because I already know she probably looking for the link right now. She got an event coming up. I don't know when it is, but I know her, so she got an event, and I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whenever it is, click on the link and go, because her events are always cracking. I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna give her flowers right now. When I first got into this game, I told myself I cannot afford to talk to players like that, because they be want to pay, and I can't afford to do these, to be able to pay for these events and then sneak and do that. Mess gets expensive. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I did? I linked up with good people who believed in me, who gave me an opportunity. Listen to me. Before I was even interviewing players, I was selling jerseys on a black table, and guess what? She gave me an opportunity to put my black table at her tailgate in San Francisco when Zeke broke that 78-yard touchdown. And listen to me, I went up there broke, bruh. I went up there broke to that game. Oh my mama, this was broke West Coast. I went up there broke, bruh. I put everything we had into going up there, bruh. And she didn't even know that, bruh. And I made my money back right there off them goddamn jerseys in that parking lot. We dog walked the 49ers.
I appreciate your I appreciate your resume, West. I appreciate what she did for you. Cynthia, I'm right here next door to you. I'm in Cordova right now. See what I'm saying? I need you to look. We need to talk. Look, start taking care of the man in California. He way out there in California. I'm right here. We need to talk real quick. Forget West Coast. You already took care of him. I need you to figure out so I can figure out what need to be done now. Stop all that mess. Help your homeboy out. We homeboy.
Hey, folks don't even know that, bro. Listen. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna leave, and then we're gonna get into this content for real. I went to San Francisco with maybe $115, bro, and like 75 Dallas Cowboy jerseys. I put all my money into getting them tickets so we can get in that game, bro.
Wow.
Like everything, bro, and my gas. And bruh, I said, man, can I please? She said, Wes, put your table right there. I'm thinking she about to charge me $200-$300. You know what she told me? She said, "Give me 2." She said, "Give him a jersey, give me a jersey, and give her a jersey, and we good." I said, "Whoop whoop whoop." So quick, bro. Whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah. I will, Cynthia. I see you. I that's my fault because you've had them all the time, and I'm right here. Some of them stuff been on about 20 minutes away. I got to start coming, but after preaching on Sunday, man, I got to go to bed. I be tired, man. I'm sorry, but I'm out to come. If West don't have me doing, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. West do them watch parties. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. I can't.
Hey, I be begging them too. I be begging folks to get on.
I can't do it. So I be going to sleep, man. I start saying stuff that you don't want to hear, that a preacher shouldn't say. I break TVs. I hit people. I hit walls. I break up plywood. I do it all. So I don't want y'all to see that.
2024, we got to put some just for Cowboy in that beard. I'm just saying, man. Like, listen to me. I'm just saying. Hey, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question to the nation?
My dog,
listen to me. We got Dak Prescott on a 1-year deal. You got Zeke on a 1-year deal. Your head coach is on a 1-year deal. Mike Zimmer's on a 1-year deal. Micah Parsons out here talking. It's just craziness.
The cheerleaders on a 1-year deal.
Cheerleaders on a 1-year deal. I think everybody need to dye their beard black for the 2024 season. Let's all just look younger this season. You know what I'm saying? And while we on the subject of Micah Parsons and the things that have been said, I ain't gonna show the video, but I think we all heard the video of Micah Parsons speaking on the comments that he made about Zimmer and him and Zimmer hadn't speaking yet, and then he made a comment that was just. I mean, it might be true, but it might not be true. He made a comment about Zimmer likes it his way. He likes doing things the thing kind of not. He didn't necessarily say his way, which was very tactful because you're a player, not a coach, so it's never your way. But he just said he likes things kind of done the things that he's been doing. And he's saying a comment about how Zimmer's never coached a player like him. And then he also made a comment about Zimmer's going to have his way of doing things. And then he has the way that he's kind of been doing it to be successful. I just want to know, first off, what are your thoughts on the comments? Do you think there was truth in those comments? And then, those are the two things.
I'm gonna take this strictly from a coaching standpoint. Wes, we ain't on the level like they are, but a coach is a coach. And one of the things, whether you playing flag football or all the way to the highest level, which the league is, one thing you don't want is on our level, since both of us coach flag football, we don't want no parent telling us about your kid need to play. If your kid can't play, he just can't play. We'll squeeze him in when we can, but he don't need to sit down. Then we don't need you to tell us how good he is, because we got eyes. We can see. We if they can do it, they can do it. Now, I said all that to say this. I'm 51 years old. Where's you in your 40s? Listen, we old school. All right. There's a mentality that goes with that. Mike Zimmer is old school. Mm-hmm. And he's come from a tree that is Bill Parcells. What is Bill Parcells?
Old school.
All right. There's a way. This is the same Bill Parcells, for all of you Cowboy fans that are old enough to remember. He called Terrell Owens, he called him the player. He never called him by his name.
And T.O. did not like that.
And T.O. did not like that. And T.O. was a first-team All-Pro. And he really didn't even want him on the team. That was a Jerry Jones move. Bill Parcells didn't want T.O. on the team. And he disrespected him by calling him the player. Now, T.O. produced, of course. We all know
33 touchdowns.
Yeah, incredible. But he still didn't give him that respect because he don't like divas. Mike Zimmer was on that same coaching, on that coaching staff. Even though he had Deion Sanders, that's still, Mike Zimmer ain't that type of guy. Now, so when I hear that Micah Parsons say, well, we ain't talked, we ain't talked at all. I'm not surprised. because Mike Zimmer will give you the impression that he ain't trying to cater to no superstars. That's how Mike Zimmer is built. Now, the part that, and me being that way, I'm kind of the same way. But here's the thing: the flip side of that is, it's a players' league, Wes. It's a players' league. Now, do you compromise? That's where that compromise part where he was coming from. It's a different day. If I don't like it, we ain't running it. That's how much power Micah Parsons believed that he has. And at the end of the day, Wes, and I'll let you have it. If there's a choice that have to be made, Mike Zimmer gonna be out of here. Micah Parsons ain't going nowhere. So at the end of the day, Micah might, if Micah go complain to Jerry, guess what? He gonna win because Mike Zimmer ain't out there. And it's just it just depends on what side of the track you stand on. I understand Mike Zimmer's position, and I didn't like the way Micah came out with saying that, like, I ain't talked to him and he ain't never seen a player like me. Wait a minute now. Hold up now. He had Deion Sanders. Now y'all played two different positions, but he had Deion. He had the greatest. He had the greatest at his, one of the all-time greatest.
In his prime, too.
In his prime. Defensive players of all time. He had that. So, I mean, he wasn't a linebacker, but he shut down the whole side. This dude here have seen some of the best. He had Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying? As a head coach. He had Rhodes, the cornerback, who was all pro. I just don't. I don't like what Michael did, but I kind of understand the way he did it. I would have a little problem with it, but I believe Zimmer's trying to send a message to him that you're on the same level as everybody else. I ain't fit to cater to you. That's just where I feel like.
You know what's crazy? Like, I was actually going to give you some pushback on whether it would be Micah or Zimmer.
Okay.
But as soon as I was going to open my mouth, a thought came in my head. Zimmer only has 1 year deal.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have already told you who they're going to pick between that two. Zimmer, you're only here 17 games guaranteed. Like, you wouldn't even have to listen to me. It wouldn't even be a choice. You just don't re-sign him. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you something about Zimmer that we're not going to understand, not even understand that we're not adding into this equation. He's old school. You know what old school people do all the time? Say no.
You already know it.
Micah like Bill Parcells didn't get ran off. Nah, I'm cool. I don't want to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? So, my thoughts, my take on the comments was like this. I didn't see any lies in the comments. I didn't see I saw 100% truth in everything Micah Parsons said. But I'm going to tell you guys, my mama told me that the truth is like a lion. If you set a lion free, it will defend or charge itself. You know what I mean? Quick. Listen to me. If I bring a lion in this room with listen, we got 280 people watching on all platforms right now. If I put a lion in here right now, listen to me. That lion gonna defend itself. We ain't got to do nothing for that lion to feed itself. It's gonna make sure him straight. That's what the truth is. Yeah. The truth defends itself. But sometimes the truth will be what? A lion will kill folks too. What am I saying is sometimes, shoot, it's just better to lie. You know what?
There you go.
It's just listen to me. I ain't telling my kids it's okay to lie, but sometimes you need to lie, bro. Especially when there's a big ass camera in your face. When there's a camera in your face, you do not tell the truth. Exactly. What are we doing, bro? You never tell the truth when there is a camera in your face. Because when there's a camera in your face, they're not even looking for the truth. They're looking for what? An explosive statement. And they don't care if it's true.
Exactly.
They don't care if it's true, bro. Listen to me. A lot of the stuff that be put in the media be true.
Yeah.
Woman's intuition, a lot of stuff like why? How she know that? Her intuition.
Be like, wow, well, how did she figure that out?
How did she figure that out?
God dang. I need to tighten up my game. Like, God dang.
You don't believe there's a God. Listen, there's little moments God will do little things to remind you that there is a God. And I'm gonna tell you, a woman's intuition is one for sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Exactly. You got to watch that, man, because
Yeah.
it's like you got a superpower or something
No
like
evidence needed. What is you
no
talking
evidence needed.
about?
You
No
guilty.
evidence needed. No
You're
evidence
guilty.
needed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like what expound on that a little bit, Bishop, though. What are you talking about?
Well, you kind of hit the nail on the head with the 1 year deal. And to go back what you said. And when you got coaches on 1 year deals, man, there's a different mentality because they got to be, they got to be on their A game in every section of the organization. I mean, in meetings and all this type. I mean,
you giving out gift cards for Christmas.
yeah. I mean, you got to be on your A game in everything. I mean, we ain't even got to the game planning or nothing like that. I mean, you are really walking on eggshells. I mean, for real, because, like for instance, like, are we really gonna be here after week 7? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. If it start off real bad, the 1 year deal may not make a half a year, to be honest with you. I mean, because folks gonna be calling for these folks' head. So what they're trying to do is, for this limited time, you're trying to establish a culture that you may not even be a part of. And Mike Zimmer don't know but one way to do it, and I love him as a coach. He's a great coach. McCarthy is a good coach, but when you like this, man, you got to go for all what you know, and what you don't want is a player. I don't care how good he is. You don't want a player to come in thinking they running the show, and that's the kind of impression, whether y'all like it or not. I mean, that's the impression that Micah gave. To say that I haven't talked to him and all that type of stuff, and that, he has to compromise with me. Anybody that coach football or basketball or whatever, that I don't care who you are. If you're a coach, you don't want to hear that talk like that. That's just the truth. And even though it may, oh no, JJ, I've been a Cowboy.
Listen, I know, but I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're trying to mess with me, man.
I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm thinking in my head like this is the Dallas Cowboy dumb comment of the day, brought to you by JJ on YouTube. JJ says, if you live in Memphis, you got to support the local team.
JJ, I've been a Cowboy fan since 1977, Doc. I'm 51 years old. Stop it. There wasn't no team in Tennessee back when I was growing up. Stop it. It wasn't no team.
This was the local team. Tell them, OG, this was the Dallas Cowboys was the local team.
The only thing we saw, this was before cable came out. The only teams we saw back then was the Cowboys, the Steelers, and the 49ers, who just started making their run in the 80, 81, 82. Those were the only 3 teams that we saw on TV locally here in Memphis, Tennessee. That's why everybody is nationwide with the Steelers. That's why everyone is nationwide with the Cowboys. And that's why everybody's nationwide with the 49ers, because before cable, they only put the teams up that were the strongest. At that particular time, everybody was riding the Steelers and the Cowboys bandwagon. That's why they're so nationwide. The Tennessee Titans, my God, didn't get into the 90s.
1990. I was going to ask you a question. What year was you born, OG?
73.
73, okay. So that means in 1997, you were how old?
34.
So think about this. At the age of 34, if you would have switched from the Dallas Cowboys to the Tennessee Titans, I would call you a bandwagon fan right now.
No question.
You've been a Cowboy fan most of your life.
All my life.
Why at the age of 34? Because they decided to move to Memphis.
Yeah. For a couple years and then move to Nashville. Stop it.
Like, why would
Stop it. No,
he wouldn't even be a real. He wouldn't even be technically a real Titans fan.
Yeah, I guess now you're gonna say I should be a Memphis Grizzly fan too. I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan all my life since Magic got there. They was in Canada, then they moved from Canada to Memphis. Stop it.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. I just wanted to entertain that for a minute. But yeah, man, because Micah Parsons out here saying some crazy comments. So I said, we even got some in the comment box. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how easy that happens. You know what I'm saying? Quickly. But this is my thing, Micah. the Cowboys, we're not a nation that is built off of like wanting to know the truth. We're a nation, and I'm sorry, and this is us. I can say this because I'm one of us. You know what I'm saying? I know that Jerry's kids prefer sugar. You know what I'm saying? They prefer that. You know what I'm saying? They prefer for you to tell us what we want to hear while you're doing what you're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? Like we're okay with the shiny thing. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing else. Because Cowboys have been giving you shiny things for a long time. Here, take this player while we don't do nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to give you Stephon example. Take Stephon Gilmore. We got the best secondary in football, but you still can't stop the run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, the Cowboys have given us shiny objects for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So now, a guy like Micah Parsons who's coming out and he's shedding light on those shiny things, on those objects. That's where I say that there's a disconnect, and where it seems like Micah Parsons is not necessarily, because listen, I love freedom of speech. Like Micah said, freedom of speech. Absolutely freedom of speech. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you ever in a situation where you having to say freedom of speech, they challenging your freedom of speech. There's a reason why you saying that.
Quickly.
There's a reason why you're reminding people of that. And my thing is this. The book says, and remember, these guys didn't listen to me. They didn't write the book on how to get paid in Dallas. They're just reading a book that former players have written.
Mm-hmm.
Micah, that's not the way you do it, bruh.
No.
Antagonizing the nation. Their Cowboys are already going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to be like, kind of trying to get us on your side, bruh. Like, because at the end of the day, the content, and then listen to me, man, I don't feel that we have this major influx, but I do know this, I see what happened to Dak and how Dak was treated and how Dak was viewed after the contract talks, not after Dak lost in the playoffs. Because Dak lost in the playoffs his rookie season, and y'all still loved them the next year.
Yeah.
So losing in the playoffs is not the reason why y'all don't like Dak. Stop it right now. The reason why y'all don't like Dak is because of the manyan.
That's it. Bottom line.
That's the real reason.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterbacks lose in the playoffs all the time.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And that's naturally going to happen, Micah. Mm-hmm. Naturally. So it's like, I feel like he's kind of like, man, and it's like, you want to, but like, it's like who cares about the nation? But bro, you want to play for fans that love you, right? Goddamn.
Yeah. It's just the wrong thing.
And I said God.
Yeah, he's free in what he says, but he's one of those type of guys that says things and then come back and say, "Did I just say that?"
Yeah, it's like, come on.
That type is like he's free and speaks sometimes without thinking. He's done that plenty of times, even on his podcast for those that listen. He's done that on a couple of times, and he gets some kind of, and because he's not a journalist, he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's just a trash
when he's on he's not us. Let's just be real.
Exactly.
He's not us when it comes to podcasting. Micah is not us when it comes to podcasting.
No,
just like we're not him on the football field.
Exactly.
He is not us.
No, and he's he brings trash talk to the microphone. Y'all, if you don't believe it, just look at how he interacts with C.J. Stroud and Jordan Love and all those guys who he had. That's how he talks. He don't know.
And they weren't even expecting it. Think about this. They weren't even. C.J. Stroud was like, he was kind of standing off, like,
But let me say this though, because here's the problem that I have with. See, I'm going to partially blame Michael, but I'm also going to take it to another level. Those people that are asking the questions of Michael asking him those questions. Let me tell you something. Those are journalists. Those are the guys that have responsibility, especially if you are getting a check from the Cowboys. You have a responsibility to try to protect the player, even with some of your questions, because you're not even trying to put them out there like that. You see what I'm saying? So but they're taking advantage of his free spirit and his free speech, and they're looking for the wow answer. Why at the same time you need to be taking care of this guy because you know how he is. There are some questions that you ask Micah Parsons that you wouldn't even dare to ask Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott is more professional, and you're not gonna get an answer. You see what I'm saying? But because it's Micah, you just gonna throw something out there, and he fell right into the trap because he just thinking he just answering the question. He don't think he's saying nothing wrong. That's the responsibility of the journalist, especially if you're getting a check from the Cowboys, to protect the player, not to cause the controversy. That's just me now. I don't know.
On behalf of freedom of speech and all the Ford networks, we would like to let you know that we are honest journalism. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If we did that, we would not be honest journalism.
There you go.
We have to ask the questions that we know to be asked. Yeah. Just like everybody got mad when that girl on ESPN asked that question about Kobe Bryant and that whole in his case a day after he died. Remember the
man. Yeah.
Now everybody got mad. Now listen to me. I was kind of on the fence because I'm like, damn, because people don't understand when you're a young journalist on the air, on live TV, bro, you're asking questions that are you told to ask. They're not trusting you to go in there and ask whatever you want to ask. Bro, exactly. It's scripted questions. So yes, somebody above her told her to ask that question.
Exactly.
She had the right to say. Sometimes in life, you got to say what? All money ain't good money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? These guys don't have, this is the age of explosive content. They are looking, that's why I was saying today, listen to me, they don't want the truth. They don't want a lie. They want whatever can put the biggest headline. And Micah has to understand that and stop walking into that, because that is more than anything. It's like you lose a game, right? We lose a game. Like, what if Dak would have lost it? We lose playoff game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody would have loved Dak if he would have came out here and they would have said this. First question, what happened, Dak, in the game? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Football is a team sport, so, I do want to take responsibility where I do, but goddamn defense gave up 6 straight touchdowns, bro. I mean, I don't play defense, so, I just feel like we had, like, if we maybe would have had some better guys playing on the inside, because, 6 straight touchdowns, I don't know if that's a scheme thing. I don't know if you can really scheme thing. I just flat out think you probably just need some better players, like, maybe you get you draft a defensive, you know what I'm saying? Just like, what if Dak would have just kept it real? He would have been 100% wrong.
Yeah.
100% wrong.
Yeah.
They don't want the truth. They don't want a lie. They want whatever statement is.
They want clickbait. They want clickbait.
And that's what Micah doesn't understand. Micah understands get in the microphone and tell the truth. But bro, stop telling the truth. What is you doing? Lie, bruh.
Yeah.
Lie.
Skip around it. But he ain't learned that yet. But he gonna learn a little bit about it now, because the professional guys, I forgot the brother name that runs the PR department with Dallas. I forgot his name. Maybe somebody can put it in the chat line. Whoever the PR guy is, I guarantee you, after that comment he made, he got with Micah Parsons. He got
a text on. Oh, damn! Hold on.
Yeah, exactly. He got with him immediately. There's no question about that. But those are things that you have to learn in the press. I'm quite sure some of the players, somebody maybe even like Dak, has kind of probably whispered in his ear, if you're on that level with him now, as far as being a friend or whatever. But you just, on his podcast, that's what he got to separate. His podcast, he can tell the truth, but you can't tell Cowboy related stories at all.
Y'all, and say that again.
You can tell the truth now, but you can't tell Cowboy stuff on your podcast.
But I'm asking you this though, Bishop. But if you can't tell Cowboys truth, why did they make you the president of Bleacher Report?
Because they
want that, bruh.
But they want it, and they probably offered them something too. They probably offered them some stock or whatever else the case, and whatever.
He's gonna have to tell some Cowboy stuff, because why else would you want Micah Parsons? Why else would you want him?
Yeah, you're using him for his brand, because y'all realize what a big star he is. That's why you offer that.
You're using him to get to the Cowboys.
Yeah, why are you offering a guy who's inexperienced in that field, period, the president of all that type of stuff? That's just like me talking about I'm running for president of the United States right now. I'm unqualified for it. But let me lay that alone.
Hey, Bishop, do this. I want you to run, because I think what you just said just went over a lot of people's head, and we have over 300 people in here. So just slide that what you just said about the Bleacher Report and connecting that with the Dallas Cowboys. Say that, run through that one more time, because I don't think people really understand. Because a lot of people are asking, like, why would Bleacher Report give Micah Parsons, a guy who does not have any type of degree that would give him qualifications to be a CEO? That is the chief executive officer. That means you have people. Think about this. There are regular people who are depending on him making right decisions so that they can get their paycheck that have nothing to do with football. I went to college. Hey, my name is Jonathan such and such. I went to college. I work at Bleacher Report. My office is over there. I don't even really those do. Why did you know what I'm saying? Explain that. Hit that
it's common sense, y'all. Everybody in this chat knows what is the biggest brand in the world. That's number one. I mean, that answers your question. It's the Dallas Cowboys. Whatever sport it is, it's the Dallas Cowboys. What person can give you inside access to the Dallas Cowboys? How about their best player? How about that? How about a free-spirited mouth best player as well? They empowered him. They know how he is on his podcast because he done had it for over a year. They know how he is. They see how free-spirited he is. They've also seen him on Ryan Clark's show. They've seen that his attitude never changes. His position never changes. So why not give him that? Plus, Bleacher Report is a tremendous reputable company for those that play the stock market game. Go look up their stock thing, and you'll see that it's a business that ain't going nowhere. Now, here's a tip for you. Go ahead and buy into the Bleacher Report for your stock. Sure. Y'all thank me later. But anyway, but go with that and just see how much this will benefit them. They have access now to the inside of the biggest brand in the world, sports brand in the world. So that's why they gave it to him. It's not because he was qualified. It's not because he's the best podcaster in the world. It's not because he's a journalist. It's not. He knows players. He knows the big players. They saw him the other night, for instance, walk all the way down at the Dallas Maverick game just to go in and try to get an autograph from Dirk Nowitzki. They saw that. And they saw how Dirk was leaving, stopped and talked to Micah Parsons. They're like, my goodness, can this guy bring Dirk Nowitzki, an all-time great, to this? I mean, he done brought C.J. Stroud. He done brought Jordan Love. He got access to Dak Prescott. He got access to Trayvon Diggs. I mean, we talking about all-pro players. I mean, we should really invest in this. Well, Micah Parsons, probably being a smart guy, probably said, well, if y'all want me that bad, how bad do y'all want me? You know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and do this for you. And let me have that president thing now. I know I ain't qualified, but let me have it. And you know, history is what it is. That's all it is. It's access to the biggest brand.
Hey, and think about this. You know, and it's crazy because Micah low-key, hold up. I get this dope video I'm about to share. Micah low-key, because remember, First Take tried to get him first.
Exactly. It was Undisputed.
Yeah, I mean, Undisputed tried to get him first.
Yeah, Undisputed, yeah.
Undisputed said, this kid likes to talk. Why don't we get him to come in every Tuesday on his day off, and he can come in here, and what do you think he's going to talk about? We're going to get unadulterated access to the Dallas Cowboys and everything that happened in their last game. Inside
the locker room.
Inside the locker room from a guy who loves to talk, and all we're going to do is ask him 1 or 2 questions and just let him talk. And he's going to tell us everything that happens inside the Dallas Cowboys. It makes so much sense. And you know what, God? Because you know God, Jesus Christ is a Dallas Cowboy fan. Jesus Christ was like, nah, we're not doing that. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take a loss for week 1 so that Micah can realize, oh, you want to do that? Okay, well, go do that after a loss. Yeah. Micah said, oh, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I don't want to go. And guess what? He didn't do it. Bleacher Report said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to one-up him. We're going to one-up them. We'll make you the whole El Presidente. You know what I'm saying? I want to show this video, man, because it fits so well with what we're talking about right now. It might have a cuss word into it, so I apologize.
And what he said is, you are a celebrity. So basically what's going to happen is there's product here. And this is where you end up right here. If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
Wow.
Now, that probably went over some people's head, but I know it's some group of people who 100% understand what he's talking about. And what Kanye West is saying is like, Polaroid camera, a business that was 100% going out of business because everything is digital now, was going out of business. And you know what they said? We have this great idea. Why don't we make Lady Gaga, who is the biggest artist at that time, international artist at that time, why don't we make her the president of the company, of our company?
Yeah.
And Kanye West is like, he pointed it out like, I love Lady Gaga. I love her music. But what the fuck does she know about cameras? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does she know about cameras? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
But she just got a job as the president, the second, he was like a CEO or second, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing I said about Micah Parsons. I'm like,
she has a brand.
Yeah,
she has a brand. Bottom line, that she has a brand that benefit that. Well, excuse me, I'm sorry. She has a world brand that people know her even outside of the United States. Micah Parsons, and credit to Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report is saying this. Everybody in the country, everybody in football definitely know Micah Parsons. If we can get him right before he really turns into a world superstar, we got him. It's just that simple, man. It's a brand thing. I believe that.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. John, I don't know what the heck you talking about. I'm in Southern California, man. We don't smoke K2 out here. We smoke marijuana, THC. Patrick Nielsen, what's up with you, sir? Out there in Arizona. D Money the host, what's up with you? CT says those are facts and the Joneses love it, but the persons who affected it will continue to by it's like Mike Zimmer. I mean, the real question is, the name of the show is, do you think there's going to be beef? I mean, do you think there's going to be beef? Do you think this is going to be and the crazy thing about it is Micah has a ridiculous leverage over Mike Zimmer because he has what's called a contract. Mike Zimmer don't have one. So it's like, that's already like, I hate that the Cowboys put their players in these positions where they're almost over their coaches. Like, let your coach be the daddy. Like, their players and coaches are not equal. Like, they're all the pay grade is already ridiculously different.
As it is, yeah.
Like back when Parcells was in the league, the pay grade was different, but it wasn't that grossly different. It's you know what I'm saying? You got players making $25, $40 million more than their coaches. Yeah. Then now you're gonna also like kind of like clip his butt, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a player on a contract, your best player. Like, more than anything, like, even if you haven't spoke to him, there's no reason for us to know that, bruh. Like, why do we have to know so much?
Yeah, why you say that?
Mike is like Jerry Jones. We say too much.
You putting tension into the building that's unnecessary already, because the media is going to eat it up. ESPN is going to eat something like that up. Fox will eat it up as well. And plus, let's go back. You're saying that, but one of the things that you did, you always highlighted the connection that you had with Dan Quinn all the time. So your position with Dan Quinn was, he's almost like a brother. We text each other, we do all that. But now you say Zimmer, like, we ain't done nothing. So whether he admits it or not, it will cause even more drama than that is necessary. That's what it is. He just don't understand that. I don't think he meant any harm by it. That's just how Micah Parsons talk. And until he kind of, learn the do's and the don'ts of media when the microphone in your face, that we're going to continue to have these little slight problems. And Zimmer, he's just not that dude, man. He come from Parcells tree. That's just how he is. He's always been that way. So, we're going to find out. But I think Zimmer, obviously, if he ain't talked to him before, I guarantee you he ain't going to say nothing to him now unless, it's just something, that they have to, deal with. It's just unnecessary drama.
Yeah, and there's no way in hell Mike Zimmer's about to be walking up to Micah Parsons and saying hello to him after Micah Parsons said on national TV that they haven't even spoken. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, bro, you're the young dude. Like, no. The real thing I will ask Mike is, why haven't you walked up to him Why haven't you got on the phone? Like, I guarantee you, Mike, like, the best thing about this whole situation is Mike Zimmer's so old and gangster, he ain't got no social media. So there might be a chance he might not even know about it unless somebody told him. But you know what I'm saying? Because he ain't got no Instagram.
Let me throw this in, West Coast, and I have no way of proving this, and nobody else does. This is just kind of like speculation. But let's be honest. He's so old school. Could it be that he's a little upset that one Micah Parsons didn't show up for voluntary workouts? I mean, it's a new defense. He's the star player. Could it be that he's a little upset that he didn't show up because there's language that you got to learn? Everybody else is here. Why aren't you here? So could it be that Zimmer maybe just a little upset that Michael didn't show up for that? He's an old school type coach. If you go back to the old days, guys, of course, wanted, their guys there. It wasn't no other holdouts on defense except, everybody else was there for voluntary workouts except Michael. I'm just saying.
I mean, Micah, another statement Micah also said is he said, hey, you got people that are getting paid a whole lot of money to be at training camp, and you have people who are not. And I'm one of those guys who are not. Yeah. And I was like, well, technically, you got drafted in 12th overall, so you technically are getting paid to be at training camp. You know what I'm saying? Because you just became eligible right now to get paid.
Yeah.
You just literally just became eligible right now in the last 3 months. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like it's crazy, man, that like I almost feel like Micah has a disdain. And you know what? The Cowboys kind of did this to himself because you can clearly tell that Micah Parsons has some type of disdain for the Cowboys organization.
Well, you tell that. Well, you see that. And that's the other thing. On his podcast.
You don't know what the word disdain means. What I'm saying is look at it. That was, it's crazy. That was the best word I could come up with. Like, and it was the best word probably to use. So you probably do need to look it up.
Well, Wes, whenever we drafted somebody,
put in the comment box what the word disdain means.
Remember when we were drafting, they had a camera on him while they were live drafting, and he in his mind has the player in his mind who he wants. And then the Cowboys go pick somebody else, and Michael was slumped into his seat and looked like, oh my God, what are we doing? He also has been the one to call out free agents. Like, we can get this guy and this guy. And every year, them free agents keep walking right on by, slowly but surely, and nobody shows up. And then, of course, you can tell his frustration because his rival, or at least the Cowboys' rival, Philadelphia, go ahead and get Saquon. They re-signed AJ and Devontae, and Hurst is already getting paid $50 million. But the Cowboys say, wait a minute now, we can't do nothing because the quarterback got to get the biggest part of the pie. And he's looking at Philadelphia and saying, well, Jalen got $51 million, and they just re-signed AJ Brown and Devontae in the same year, and then go get
which are positions and that are all positions that make more than him.
Yeah, and you telling me we can't do the same thing? So he's already irritated. The list go on and on with free agents that have passed by, and Michael would go ahead and pull a frown face on his Twitter page, or he'll say something smart like that. So the Cowboys can't be happy even with that. To be honest with you, you can't look. You can't disrespect the brand. It's kind of like the Shield. It's kind of like the NFL. You cannot in any fashion
or be bigger than.
You can't disrespect Jerry Jones. You can't disrespect the brand. We don't care how fast you run. We don't care how great you are. You cannot disrespect the brand. Disrespecting the brand will eventually get you out of here. The Cowboys done let go of too many great players before. The list go on and on, Doc. It's just that simple.
Revelation journalists, I know you believe in Jesus. Micah is following Jerry's lead and keeping the Cowboys' name on everybody's tongue. You know what's crazy, bro? He literally just, I guess, put in words what I was verbalizing, what I was in my head right now. Like, because everything that if you close your eyes and we don't say Micah, you could literally think you're talking about who? Jerry Jones.
Jerry Jones. Yeah.
So this, I almost feel like for the first time, Jerry might have met his match. But the problem is, Jerry owns the team. Yep. So, Micah, you're going to lose.
Gonna lose. Everybody else
win, though, listen to me. You might win because you might actually get what you want. Yeah. And guess what? The one thing I like about Micah, though, is you always know where he stands. You're never going to get sucker punched. He's never going to he's not going to sucker punch you. I can tell you right now how much Micah Parsons wants. Let me tell you what he wants. He wants the most money of any player outside of a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he said it.
and based off his history, you ain't got to wonder if he's telling the truth.
Exactly. He's telling the truth. So why don't you like literally like that is to keep it real, like any other organization, they'd be like, "Ooh, okay, thank you." So since you're gonna play that game, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play your ass now. Why? Because even though it sounds like a lot, we know that these new streaming deals are gonna hit in 3 years. Where listen to me, football is going to be taken off of, because you got to think right now, football right now at one point was only confined to what? Your TVs in someone's house. That's why cable was king.
Exactly.
But guess what? What is king now? Listen to me. How is Timothy in Zimbabwe on a missionary able to watch West Coast Cowboy in the content? You want to know how? Off his little handy.
Bingo.
So guess why? Think about this. If you are the NFL, you're saying if we're making 60, 70 billion a year and we're confined to only people inside their house on their 75-inch TV, 15-inch TV, whatever size inch TV, imagine if we were able to put it on Netflix, which is already on. Because think about this. Netflix has way more subscribers than there are TVs. Why? Because your phone comes with Netflix on it already.
Bingo.
Your iPhone already comes with Netflix on it. Your Android comes with Netflix already on it. All you got to do is what? Sign in.
And that's just one of them.
So think about this.
Hulu video.
Listen, thank you. Hulu does live sports.
Yeah.
There is going to be a time in the next 3 years where cable is going to be bidding wars with streaming. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The rappers have shown you that there's more money in just streaming your music than it is making whole albums.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
It makes none. You just download. That's it.
The phone is everybody in the world don't got a TV, but every single person in the world got a cell phone.
Exactly.
And guess what? The NFL's looking like this. Bro, with streaming, that's why I said the streaming deal is going to be good for players, because right now people don't even know this, but they say like 70% of the NFL is getting paid league minimum, right? Well, with the streaming deals, it's going to turn the NFL into like NBA money. You know what I'm saying? Where you have guys like, and I'm not dissing him, Mario Chalmers making $32 million a year. Like just astronomical numbers, bro. Like what?
Come on now. Look what it's done. Look what it's done for Shannon Sharp. Stop it. I mean, come on.
Some people don't even know Shannon Sharp played football, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And Shannon's already said he's made triple time the money that he's made when he was playing.
Facts. He did.
He already said it. That's just all for YouTube. That's all he's on. You know, the appearances that he has on First Take, that's just 2 days. But look what he's done. So it's obvious where the money is, and Micah is there. Micah probably got so much stock bought in that now. Well, I'm sorry, he didn't have to buy it; they gave it to him just so he can take the president deal. No question about it.
Facts.
Micah's smart.
You're not a president if you don't own stock anyway.
Yeah, he ain't buy nothing. They gave it to him just so he can go ahead and take the deal. So I mean, this stuff is bigger than what it is on face value, but I will say it again. In the realms of the locker room and coaching, Micah, to me, maybe not to y'all, to me, he did the wrong thing, or he said the wrong thing. That's just to me. Now, we living in a different time. Players are different. The way you approach it is different. I just so happen to be a little bit older. I believe in the old school way. I don't believe all the time in player, what's the word I'm looking for? Player empowerment. Let me put it that way. Like LeBron James, for instance. LeBron James runs the Los Angeles Lakers to the point where he's demanding that his son, that's going to end up happening, his son, who everybody don't even think is a pro prospect, but he's going to get drafted by the Lakers at 55. But now they of course, it ain't JJ Redick, and I know we're talking football, but look like it's going to be the coach from UConn that's going to be the coach.
Look like you need to be talking Lakers talk too. Hell, you mean?
Well, I can, but you know what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, nothing happens with the Lakers unless first they go sit at the feet of LeBron James. If LeBron James don't want it, that is not going to happen. And what we're trying to say, Jerry is not that type of owner who is an old school owner that is going to let a player dictate the Dallas Cowboys. He'll get rid of your tail before he let you run this place. He done got rid of all pros, Hall of Famers before. And so it ain't nothing to him to get it out. Micah Parsons is not bigger than the star. That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you like this too. Like I remember I was watching an interview and it was talking about the NBA, and it was I forget who it was on I think it was the Bam Mabute dude off of the Miami Heat, and he was talking about the bubble, and he said this, and I was like, what? He said before the holdout, before the bubble, he said we were all waiting to see what LeBron did.
Bingo. Yeah,
and this was a Miami Heat. This was a Miami Heat player, because he was like, if LeBron played, we were all gonna play.
Yeah,
if LeBron James said he's not gonna play, bruh,
they ain't playing.
Tell me they're not gonna. The whole league's not gonna play. That's called power, bruh.
That is power, man.
That's called power.
And when you look at the NFL, since we NFL guys, it ain't too many guys in this league that got that type of power. It ain't too many. I know one in Kansas City that got it. He just don't flex. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
He stay under lock and key. But if Patrick Mahomes
pays him, bro, you gave him $250 million, bro.
If Patrick Mahomes poke his lip out, trust me, the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna go to him and say, "Hey man, what's wrong? Whatever you need, we'll take care of it." But he's not built that way. I'm saying it's really not that many guys in the NFL. But you got these old school owners that are, 60, 70 years old, and they ain't used to, stuff like that, man. It's really that simple. Go ahead. I see what you're saying.
Action Pal said there's no player bigger than the league. Abdin the Shield. I'm gonna tell you though, Micah Parsons has already asserted himself and told you guys that he and you know what? And I love it though. Because, salute to him, Micah Parsons, because of what Micah Parsons is doing right now, a lot of defensive players are going to get paid a lot more money because of it.
A lot more money.
A lot, because, he's basically saying, like, listen to me, stop diminishing us because we play defense and giving off and upticking them because they play offense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, honestly, that's how it should be. Like, Micah Parsons, and I'm going to be honest with you, like, you can't tell me that Devontae Smith is a better NFL player than Micah Parsons. I don't believe that. You don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? And if you had to ask me, do I believe that Micah Parsons is on the level of who's a wide receiver right now that makes $30 million?
AJ, Tyreek Hill.
Okay, think about this. Do you believe that Micah Parsons is as good of an NFL player as AJ Brown in the NFL? Yes. Okay, then you're saying he's a $30 million player. And the only reason why you're saying he's not is because he plays on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, guess what? That's not fair.
It's not fair, and it's not true.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fair.
Yeah.
So I understand his argument. But the problem is he gonna be Jackie Robinson.
You may have to fall on the floor too a little bit.
Throw the popcorn on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially depending on who you battling against. See, you going against the most powerful owner in the world, just about, and this dude don't like losing at all, and he will use the media to smear you. We've seen that happen, and he's already established there's nothing bigger, number one, than him, and the Dallas Cowboys star to him are synonymous. They're both the same, and you're going to lose against that dude. It's just no question about it. I don't care how good you are.
I'm gonna just say like this: if there's 257 people in here, if 257 people here was the only 257 Dallas Cowboys fans that we had right now, from the temperature of the comment box, his ass will be out of here.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I'm just saying. I'm just going off of this 257 people that's watching right now.
But Wes,
here, Mike is out of here.
But Wes, this group here, big Cowboy fans, just as long as some of just like we have. They already know that the star is bigger than the brand. They know that. I mean, bigger than the player. They know that the brand is bigger. Now, everywhere else, I don't know what it is. But in Dallas, Texas, as long as Jerry Jones has been here, we know that I don't care who you are. You're not bigger than that star, man. It's just that.
And we are definitely. This is definitely a over 40 club. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I'm serious.
All of 35. You at least 35. At least over 35. We got a couple young people there, but this is definitely an over 35 show.
All of us that are over 35 years old, we know. You see what I'm saying? We done seen this. We don't have to ask. It's too many. Look, it's too many victims on the list.
T.O., they ain't even like T.O. crying. Bro, T.O., you up here crying on a. You gonna cry on a. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this is the real reason why I think they really let T.O. go. I don't necessarily because of all the hoopla. I think it's because he showed weakness, bro. That crying, I think that's what really got Jerry, bro.
Part of it, and then everything he said.
Jerry always predicts. He always projects what strength, and we know what we're doing.
He didn't. And plus, he didn't like all because T.O. was T.O. before social media came.
Facts.
If T.O. would have had social media back then, he would still be known as the greatest social media star of all time. He was doing all this stuff before time. They didn't want all that extra controversy, man. They didn't want all that. Every time T.O. opened up his mouth, it was controversy. They didn't want all that. That's all. Just and similar to that, Wes, is your guy, Dez. Think about it. I'm serious. Similar to that is Dez. Same thing. They did Dez in truth. They almost did Dez the same way they did T.O. Seriously. They were down there. If you don't, let me say something real quick. You remember how Dez used to be so hype on the sideline and all that, and the media painted like he was hollering at the players. Yeah. It wasn't until that microphone came in and they said, and then you found out he was trying to encourage his teammates. Do you really believe the NFL was the first people to listen to that?
No.
It was the Cowboys knew what he was saying the whole time, and yet they used some of that stuff to smear him. They did, man. They used his passion against him, even though they knew what he was saying. Let me stop before I get banned off here. Dez, just in case you listen, I've been watching. I got your back, Doc. I know what happened. They used it against him for an excuse to get rid of him. That's what they did, man. Stop it now. And they did the same thing to T.O. And if you don't watch out, they'll use the passion of Micah Parsons, and they're going to say he got an attitude problem, and they'll ship his butt with a FedEx sticker and ship him straight on out of here. I'm telling you now.
Hey, and I just want to piggyback on that too, because I remember I watched a video and everybody was saying that there was a time Dez was on the sidelines doing like this, saying like this, and everybody was saying that he was mad because he only threw the ball at him 2 times. They only threw the ball at him 2 times. But what he was actually saying is they're in cover 2. They're in cover 2. They're
on the microphone.
Cover 2. You know what I'm saying? And man, that is so amazing what you just said right now, because like from the outside, oh my God, that is just amazing, because you're absolutely right. The Dallas Cowboys for sure knew what Dez was saying on the sideline
before it was aired.
They knew what he was saying.
They knew it.
Still let people believe
they used it
on the sidelines, yelling and screaming at players, and he was not.
They let them fools get out there on 105.3 The Fan and do a whole week saying what Dez said, and then after about 2 weeks, here come I'm serious. After a week, here come the sounds from the sideline, and it proved them 1,000% wrong. But they used all that stuff because the fan base then turned on Dez. They started saying, we don't need that in our locker room. We don't need that. Then you had Jason Witten when the man just raised his voice one time. Here comes Jason Witten. They're like he the bodyguard and all that kind of stuff. The man wasn't saying nothing wrong, man. But they used
him. That's why they loved him.
Exactly.
If he was discouraging him, you would not have dudes that was literally. Think about this. There are players that don't even play right now, and there are players that are still doing business with him based off of what? Off of who he was. You don't get that if you're cussing out players. Team must understand. They were, bro. That's fire, bro. That's fire.
They did that with Dez. Prior to Dez, they did that with T.O. They used the passion against him. They used the passion against Dez real quick. Now, I'm not trying to say Cole Beasley, but Cole kind of killed himself because some stuff you just can't say. But what they used the smear campaign to a T, like a chess move. It's just the truth. I was just gonna say that Bishop. They also selected Witten spaz on the sideline.
We knew exactly what Witten said.
Yeah, he cussing folks out. Hello.
And it was no problem.
Yeah, well, no, and they didn't highlight that. They highlight because Dez did with a little more ferocity. But what they said he was saying was completely wrong. He was not acting that way. Things they were accusing him of, like he's a problem in the locker room. Listen, you're not gonna let a guy Wes, how long did Dez play in Dallas? How long did he play? Was it 7, 8 years?
7, 8 years.
You're not gonna keep a guy a cancer in the locker room that long, y'all. If he's like that, you're not gonna do that. The reason why they kept him like that, because they knew they were lying, but when it was time for Dez to get some more money, here we go.
Yeah.
And they switched it on him.
Mm.
They did. They turned their back on him in a very professional way. I know Dez lost a step. I get it. But what they were accusing him of back then, that was not Dez Bryant.
And you know what's crazy? Oh, not even crazy, because we just figured it out. To a degree, and you know what's sad? Dez went along with it.
Yeah.
He allowed them to, not necessarily went along. Maybe he just didn't, you got to think this is what they do. This is Jerry Jones was, this is his atmosphere. This is what they do. This plan, they did it so many times. They were already a professional at it. Dez was still trying to learn the game. You know what I'm saying? So they made, he didn't allow him. He was new in that atmosphere, and they was playing a bigger game on him, right? But then think about this. Now I understand why a guy like Dez could love the Cowboys so much.
There you go.
Still feel betrayed by them.
There you go. That's why the passion is real.
Because in your back of your mind, you're like, yeah, but remember when I was on the sidelines?
Yeah.
And I was getting these dudes, and then you guys
engaged.
Backdoored me?
Yeah. They backdoored them. And they used also the fact, Wes, since you just went that route, they knew he wanted to stay a Cowboy. How about that one? They knew he didn't want to go nowhere. Dez is a true Cowboy through and through. They didn't want anything to go, didn't want him to leave at all. So that's the reason why they used it all up on him, man. And and I know we're going way back here, but the pattern is the same. That's what we're trying to tell y'all. The pattern is the same. Smear campaign. They did it with Emmett. They did it with DeMarcus Ware when he left. They tried to do it to DeMarcus Lawrence when he left. They definitely did it with Amari Cooper, without a doubt. They definitely did it then. The smear campaign and using the media has been one of the greatest chess moves that they already have done. Now, what Micah Parsons just did now, they hadn't used it on them yet. But please understand, in negotiations, they will pull this, what we just saw, up again and make it seem like he's selfish. That's another key word that we like to use. They will say that he's selfish. You see what he said? He has to compromise to me. They will use that against him. They'll say, we don't know if he's a team player. They ain't going to say it now. No. But negotiation time, oh, yeah. They tried this. They said it in a different way about Dak Prescott, for instance. They say he's a great kid. He's a great guy. He's all this. He's all that. He's all this. He all that. But then they'll turn around and use a code sentence and say, well, we can't.
Here comes the whale.
all the players because the quarterback got to get the biggest piece of the pie. What you trying to say? He's selfish. That's what you're trying. He won't do a discount with us because he got to get paid the biggest amount of money. That's what they're saying. They choose when it's time to negotiate to go ahead and get. So on that note, let's be prepared for the smear campaign that's about to probably fit to come up on one CeeDee Lamb. Get ready for it.
Yeah, and
boy, I'm hot as fish grease right now. Lord,
listen to me. Whenever someone says, "Well," that's when the lie about to start. That's when it's about to start, bro. Listen, if you ever in a business deal and they say, "Well," listen to me. They're looking for lotion because they about to bend you over. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get freaky. You know what I'm saying? Because basically what they're saying is when they hear that, well, you know what they're basically saying is in the back of their mind, yeah, you're right, but we're about to do this. So go ahead and bend over.
Go ahead and do it. Yeah. Incredible.
Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Incredible. And man, listen to me, OG. This has been a fire show, man. We've been on here. Been on here for about an hour and 15 minutes, man. Hey, if you down again, we do it again tomorrow. Same back.
No problem.
Same Cowboy time, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure my daughter don't wake me up at 9. I get up, drop my one kids off, then I lay back down and I get back up and drop her off at practice. So then tomorrow I'm gonna just stay up, so I'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But the goal is to get on here about like 10:30, so we can give you guys about an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes worth of content. Also, I'm gonna try my hardest. Once I say this, y'all gonna hold me to it. So I'm gonna say it so y'all can hold me to it. I'm gonna try to get a call-in line on here so that we can talk for about an hour and then we can maybe get some calls in for about 30 minutes too. You know what I'm saying? So make it a little bit more, even more fiery. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all this right here. You guys are the ones that really dictate if we're gonna keep doing this show because listen to me, you guys are sharing the content and I appreciate you guys. And we're getting off right now. We're 250 people on here, man. That is absolutely fire, man. That is Cowboy fans staying connected. Remember, your New Year's resolution this year was to just do a little bit more. So guess what? In this year, for the Dallas Cowboys, I'm not saying you got to spend more money on the Cowboys. I'm not saying that. But just stay connected. You know what I'm saying? Stay connected. Allow West Coast Cowboy, allow the Big Time Show, allow HTM Sports, allow Landlord, allow us to be your daily dose of Cowboy content. You know what I'm saying? And we've got you straight. And listen, with the new way we're doing business now with the network, you ain't even got to listen to me. If you want West Coast Lives, you ain't even got to come over to my YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button. But I'm just saying, you stay right where you are, and guess what? You're going to be able to watch all the content. So whenever the Big Time Show got a live going and I'm not live, as long as you use Restream, right?
Yes, he's on Restream now.
Yes, he on Restream now. Duh, I'm tripping. So yeah, so then
I'm the one to hip you to it. Stop it.
Yeah, I know. So hey, I just YouTubed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the type that, somebody hit me to something and it'd be 3:00 in the morning. I'd be clicking buttons. You know what I'm saying? Figure some stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But hey, we all one teach. What is it? One we all teach one or something like that.
Reach one, teach one.
See there, I went to college. He finished. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, you crazy.
But listen to me. It is your boy. It is your boy West Coast. Hey, is you going live? You have anything else you're doing today?
I doubt it. I did it yesterday because I just had that thought about Mike McCarthy. I just put it on there and I just wanted to see something. So I doubt it. I'll be with you guys. You remember I told, for those that watch the Big Time Show, I told you since I'm out on break now, I'm free. And so I told you I was coming on in the mornings or whatever, and I didn't know that the blessing would be that I got the call from West Coast and say, hey, come on my show. I didn't think I was going to be on with him, but I don't mind because, whenever you get one of the greats in this game to ask you to come on with you, you got to recognize a blessing when it hit you in your face. What I look like saying, no, West Coast, I'm doing my own thing. What kind of crazy foolishness is that? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know it was going to be like this. So as long as West want me, on this show, and like I said, it's what, for those that don't know, we're sharing the show. All my shows it's on my channels right now. West Coast has his channels on. When Henny comes on, all these shows will be on together. And that is how, you monopolize the game. Yep. To be honest with you, if we going to do it, you might as well do it right. Come in like a force. You know what I'm saying? Like the Avengers around this. You know, let's go. If we're gonna do it, why not reach for the sky? Now we can't reach. As go back to West Coast said, we can't reach if y'all don't help us. You see what I'm saying? And so I can't see how many is on here, but here's 250. This is what we're talking about. So, whether you agree with what we're saying or whether you don't like what we're saying or whether you do agree, we appreciate every eyes that's here. We appreciate all the comments. I hope that you guys will kind of hang with us as we try to do something, crazy here. Who knows what might happen? You see what I'm saying? Who knows? But we're here for it. We just love Cowboys, just like y'all do. And hey, we'll do it. Now, let me say this because I know we're going to close up. For those that do not know, to make it simple, if you want to follow me, go to the Big Time Show on YouTube or Facebook. That's all you have to do. Follow, like, subscribe. Do that for me if you will. And of course, turn on those live notifications. And we'll be good to go right after that. I'll tell you everywhere else I am on once you come on in, because when I do my show by myself, you'll see all the other places where I am. But for now, for sure, YouTube and Facebook, go ahead and hit me up real quick. That's all you got to do. And hello to those that are on Twitter. I'm sorry. We can't see some of your comments, but hello to all of you that are on Twitter on my page. If you want to know that, it's at Big Time Lou, L-O-U, at Big Time Lou. You can follow me on Twitter on there. But I appreciate you, Wes. I say it publicly in front of everybody. One of the things that he's always done, even though he's gone to another level, and it ain't your business what level I'm talking about, but he's been that way. And he's not so high that he can't reach back and reach low to pick some of us up. And I appreciate all what he's done for, I think I can speak for Henny and the Landlord, and even Boss Cowboy, even though if it wasn't for Wes, man, come on now. He is the GOAT, from the people that I know. And I appreciate him even just calling my name. So, hey, I appreciate you, man.
Well, shoot, I appreciate you for being my OG in life. You feel me?
Yeah, we've had some conversations.
I didn't call this man with tears in my eyes. I ain't gonna tell my business now, but I didn't call this man with tears in my eyes. Going through it, bro. Going through it. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what it's about. But hey, man, listen to me. When you get in this content and you serious about it, and the whole job is always to be bringing content to the fans. So it's like, if we, I see this as a, Henny has the liquor store. Well, the liquor store is open 24/7, but that doesn't mean he works the cash register 24/7. That means he has other people. When he's out, he has other people that he's trust to come in and do what? To sit down and take your orders and handle that business. And guess what? He come back in, everything's fine. Just at the trap. Guess what? Landlord, he be at the trap, but guess what? Every now and then he got to go to work. So what does he do when he not at the trap? He got other people that can get you straight, get you right? And guess what? Just like at West Coast Cowboy, shoot, when West Coast Cowboy not live, guess what? I got other people like the Big Time Show that can get you right. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When Big Time Not Show, he got other people like West Coast Cowboy, the trap, that you can get that can also get you right. It's a network. 2024 is going to be about building together. It's going to be about building together in a network, because at the end of the day, guess what? My thing was always been like this. If I'm live and you're live, we should just be live together. Because we're probably talking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, too. Some of the times, you going against the grain. You see what I'm saying?
Why make your audience pick or choose? I don't want them to pick you. I don't want them to pick me. I want them to pick us both. You know what I'm saying?
And we have the avenue that we could put everything together at the same time.
Yeah, nobody's bigger than each man. No, because listen to me. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say to you, OG. Listen to me. Even if I have like 200 people watching my show, right, and you got 60 people watching your show, that's 60 people that have chose to watch your content. I need to be eagerly as aggressive in making sure that those 60 people see my content just as well as you were eagerly aggressive of the 200 there. Why? Because that's someone who don't know West Coast.
Exactly.
And guess what? That's someone who don't know the Big Show.
No Big Time.
So, and guess what? And they're not going to know each other. Why? Because we're both live at the same, or both, you're doing yours. So it makes sense when content creators are live, bruh, it makes life for you to get on there and do it together. We're all Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying?
No
and that's what I'm on in 2024, man. So.
And for that, like I said before, You don't have to do it, but I'm quite sure, as I said before, landlord, Henny, myself, we appreciate it because you don't have to do it. You already, at a level that most of us are trying to get to in this game. So, for you to reach back and try to help us get to that level, and I ain't too big and not ashamed to say it. Appreciate it all. So, like my guy, if y'all want to know what we're talking about, highlight that comment by Joe up there with the flag up there. This is why West Coast is saying this right there. See, Joe follows everybody, content creator, and a lot of us are on at the same time. So when he just said there, when Wes was talking about why we battling, we're not really battling each other. We just going on. But it does make sense if we come together and do it like that. And Joe don't have to pick which one. Come in this play for 5 minutes, go into the other play for 5 minutes, and all that type of stuff. This is what Wes was talking about right here. One spot, one place. Here we are. Let's go to work. This is what we're talking about right there. That comment right there.
And guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret before I get out of here. Facebook and YouTube so dumb they don't even know. Exactly. So guess what? He gonna be live. Bishop gonna be live on my page, and guess what? Facebook gonna be, hey, West Coast is live. Go ahead and take care of that young man. And then guess what? Bishop gonna be live, and they're gonna be like, hey, Bishop not even live, but go ahead and take care of that young man. And guess what? Since I love his kids and he love mine, it all makes sense. Hey, man, I appreciate you for coming on here, OG. I'll see you in the morning. You guys already know what it is.